Yes, ma'am.
Use my other phone that I gave you to record little things so you can do little reels.
I'm not able to get on there though. You got a pen in there.
There ain't no pen in there. And ain't no pen in there.
No,
it was
Okay.
podcast. Go ahead.
Anyway.
no, I've been on other podcasts to get her.
But
That
yeah.
ain't even a word.
But anyway, but I like how you were saying. So I wanted to touch on that. Now, what? Just give me what you just said. The last thing you said, because you know just love yourself. He said, if you love your body, and we got stuff on that. You want to love your body, but we love our body, but we don't eat right.
What you're mindful.
But at least we get upset of ourselves for not eating right, huh?
But you know, the whole thing is, I'm mindful. That I need to do this. I need to do that to my body.
Okay.
We have some feedback here.
Okay.
I want me to read it for you.
Yes, please.
It says, from Grace Sanders Wright. That can be I don't know what you were touching on there, Grace, but she's responding, let's see, her answer or her response is, that can be a positive or a negative because some people decide to live their life different than what they experienced in childhood. Oh, I think she's touching on.
And I like that.
And like for me, that is why I don't drink or smoke. I know I don't eat right. Oh, I can't wait for you to get me on here.
Can you read? We're trying to touch their focus.
And so that's from Grace.
All right, thank you, Grace.
Well, I like the childhood thing because I did have a question about the childhood for everybody because I believe in secure functioning. But what if, like, a lot of people did have, not so good childhood, and obviously we don't want to get stuck there. But what if you didn't see, you didn't see something good in your childhood? What do you do about it? I mean, does it change who you are, and what do you do about that?
Just like cognitive behavioral therapy, how you perceive the situation. I'm going to share a little bit about me. I'm going to self-disclose.
Speak up a little bit, Dr. Oroko, because Oroko kind of quiet.
I was raised in an environment where it's very rigid.
What does that mean?
That means that it's rules. It's about rules. Do this, do this. Okay. And then a lot of expectation, unrealistic expectation of the child.
Okay.
You have to be this. And
a doctor, a lawyer, because y'all know we African.
The person I live with believe that I cannot amount to anything. That kind of thing. However, my perception is I'm going to prove it wrong. So I became self-motivated to show. So though the environment says I can't, but I'm telling myself I can.
Okay.
It's just, wanting to say, I'm not going to be what we call self-prophecy. I'm not going to believe in what you say about me because I'm going to prove you wrong.
Okay.
So the environment is there, but also at the same time, self-determination to prove otherwise.
Okay, that you can use it as motivation. If people think you can't do things, then you can use that self-determination. You can use that force, that anger, or that irritation about people not believing in you. You can actually use that to give you some motivation to do it.
Right, and sometimes, I think this came to my mind. I share this with some of my clients about the environment, correct? Two people coming from the same environment, maybe in the hood or something like that. One person says, I don't like this environment. I'm going to do whatever I need to do to get out of the environment. And the other person simply says, I'm okay with this environment. So it's about the perception. Is this what you want for yourself? And even as a child, say, okay. And the one that says, I don't like the environment when I, did what he or she needs to do to get out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Do you think that it also comes from being open for those who may not have had an environment growing up? Can you talk a little bit about the importance of having exposure to different experiences? Because sometimes you don't even know to know that you want to get out,
I
right?
like that.
Because you've been in so long, this is normal for you. So how does a person who believes this is normal and they haven't been exposed, how do they get into getting exposed to other experiences to know you can come out of that or have a different environment?
I like that exposure. Exposure to something different. People
Yeah.
showing you something different. That was my sister Grace that was on there. Thank you, Grace. But I like what you said because she went to a military type of thing for the Boys and Girls Club. And from there she has ended up retiring in the military.
Wow.
Amen.
Because she was exposed. I mean, we didn't see much. We grew up in Wichita, Kansas. I mean, we was in the hood. I'm just saying. And but she went to that Boys and Girls Club for a summer job, and she ended up retiring in the military.
Nice.
So that changed her whole life. So I like what you said, that sometimes we can experience things in childhood, but we can be exposed to something different, and then we can take that exposure and use it to the fullest to change our life.
Absolutely. It's one of the also things that we used to do with youth in the neighborhood. I walk in the South neighborhood, taking them to areas like a river to see something different.
Oh, take it.
Right, to expose them to something different.
Yeah.
And say, well, one day I
Stop it
want
and
to
start
build
back.
a house, something.